Hello, welcome to this pop quiz from Homeschool Math Online. And what we're going to do here is find the slope given these 2 points. So that's the quiz question. And this is really a fundamental skill in algebra that you need to know how to do. So if you can find the slope, again, if you remember the slope formula, I want to pause the video and see if you can get the answer. Okay, let's take a look at it. All right, so here, the slope of a line is the rise over the run. Okay, it's the difference of the y coordinates over the differences of the x. So this little triangle is called delta. It's just kind of a short abbreviation to write the slope formula. So you might see the slope formula more commonly written in this manner: y2 minus y1 over x2 over x1, and these are referring to the various coordinates. Okay. So this would be like y1, and this would be like y2, etc. And this is like x2, and this is x1. Okay, so it's pretty much just plug in and find the difference of the coordinates, the x and y coordinates, and you have your slope. But you have to be very, very careful. Okay, so here is where students mess this up the most. All right, let me just kind of erase this. I'm kind of assuming also that you have some experience with the slope, but let's take a look at the solution. I'm going to come back up to our coordinates in a second. So here, 7 minus 5 is the difference of the y coordinates. So let's look up here. So we had 7 as one y coordinate and 5 as another y. Okay, but I want you to notice that I started with this point first. In other words, I wrote the 7 minus 5. Okay, as the difference of my y's. As such, I have to, when I'm finding the difference of my x's, I have to start with this x first because I started with this 7. So in other words, 3 is going to be in that first position, so it's going to be 3 minus this x right here, which is negative 2. Okay, and this is where students kind of mess this up, is they mix up the order of the coordinates, and when they're dealing with a negative coordinate, remember it's minus whatever that number is. In this case, it's a negative 2, so it's going to be minus a negative 2. A little confusing, but this is just a pop quiz. I'm going to give you some suggestions on really master this concept once we're done with the quiz. So it's going to be 7 minus 5 over 3 minus a minus 2. Okay, so 7 minus 5 is 2. 3 minus a minus 2 is actually 3 plus 2, so you have 2 over 5. So that's your slope. So if you got that right, that's great. If you didn't, if you're still confused on this, I can certainly understand it if you're not too familiar with the slope. So what you want to do is come on over to Homeschool Math Online for complete full middle and high school math courses for homeschoolers. I mean, you're going to learn more about the slope than you can ever imagine. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and have a great day.